Hey everybody, General Motors Jeff here, Jeff Hunter from Pro Chevrolet here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and today I have another beauty behind me. This one right here is a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado High Country, but underneath that hood, as you saw from the thumbnail at the start, is the Duramax Diesel. Yes, the 3-liter Duramax Diesel in this 1500 series truck, and that is what we're going to look at today. All right, so here it is, the 2021 High Country half ton. And listen, I have to apologize off the start. It has been a windy day. I'm trying to get video done while the wind is down, but I do apologize if there's some wind noise here throughout any parts of the video. But again, this is the High Country. The High Country, if you're not already aware of this, and I think by now, if you're into trucks at all, you should probably be aware of this. The Chevrolet Silverado High Country is the top trim level that you can get when it comes to the Chevy Silverados. Now, that is kind of like the GMC Sierra Denali. I get that question asked all the time, so the answer is yes, it's kind of on par. It's, at that trim level, and basically signifies that you're getting almost everything with this. Now, the one that we have trimmed out here, let's talk about that. Obviously, let's talk about the window sticker, because I've been doing that lately, as a lot of people have been asking me for the pricing. So, the one we have right here in front of us, you can kind of see it there, is trimmed out at $77,773. Now, this is Canadian dollars, so keep that in mind, all right? So, Canadian dollars. But part of the reason for that is because of that Duramax underneath the hood, because what comes with standard with the High Country, pardon me, it comes standard right now with the 5.3 liter underneath the hood. Then you have the option for a 6.2 liter, and you have the option for the Duramax. And let's talk about the Duramax then, shall we? This is easily my favorite motor engine that GMC is making right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I obviously love the 6.2. I love the 5.3, but I'm really smitten, I don't know what the word is, by this 3-liter inline 6 Duramax Turbo Diesel for a number of different reasons. It's very, very torquey. In fact, 460 foot-pound of torque. If that number sounds somewhat familiar, that is because it is the same torque that the 6.2 liter 8-cylinder produces. Now, horsepower is 277, but we're not looking for top-end speed. We want the torque when we're already pulling, right? Speaking of pulling, it'll pull just over 9,000 pounds, which again is obviously pretty impressive for this half-ton truck. Now, the other thing is it's made it to the 10-speed auto transmission, so fuel efficiency is through the roof on this thing. I've been hearing over 30 miles per gallon, which is phenomenal for a full-size, big full-size truck that can do what this can do. Now, speaking of pricing, though, typically this is $3,295 more than the 5.3 base engine. Now, there's a $1,250 discount on that, so you can do that math, right? Now, the 6.2 liter, after the discount that you can get right now on the Duramax, the 6.2 liter comes in at $900 more. So, there's a little bit of a price difference there, obviously. But again, the Duramax, which normally would be priced more, has a discount right now, which prices it less than the 6.2. So the 6.2 is still a bit more, but only by $900. So obviously, depends on what it is you're looking for. Fuel efficiency, some torque for towing, or are you looking for that big power of the 6.2? But I'm telling you right now, if you haven't tried one and your dealership has one on the lot, you've got to get there and try this Duramax out, because it is phenomenal. All right, well, now we got the engine out of the way. Let's talk some more about the High Country and what makes it a little bit different. Well, first and foremost, something that's not so different are the wheels. Right now, the way this one was trimmed out at the $77,000 price range, it is coming with the base standard. These are the standard wheels you get. They're a 20-inch aluminum, kind of argent metallic wheel there. Now, that being said, there is a multitude of different options for 22-inch wheels. And pretty much in every case, you're upping the price by about $4,100 Canadian. So it's about $4,100 Canadian to get you into the 22-inch wheel size. All right, so much like the Denali, you're going to have some painted Denali, by the way, GMC, and some chrome pieces here on the High Country. Now, as you can see out front, you have some chrome accents in the grille, but you have a painted bumper as opposed to the chrome bumper. But down here, you have the chrome, the chrome around the fog lights. You have the chrome tow hooks there. All right. And another unique feature here is this bronze finish. You're going to see some of that inside when we head inside as well, so keep that in mind. But you have some bronze touches in the grille, which I think actually look pretty nice. Then if we talk about some more chrome, you're going to have chrome door handles, chrome around the window surround, chrome running boards there, but you do have paint matched mirror caps. So there's a nice mix of the paint matched along with the chrome features. And you also have the paint matched rear bumper, so it's not a chrome rear bumper, but you do have the nice chrome finish, chrome tipped dual exhaust out the back, which I think really finishes off. Now, one of the things you might be noticing looking at the back of this High Country is it looks different than probably almost every other High Country you've seen, with the bow tie in the back as far as 19 up until now anyways is concerned. That is because we finally have this one with the multi-flex tailgate. Yes, this is the multi-flex 6-position tailgate, which I like to call the Transformer tailgate. Okay, it might be lame, but whatever, that's what I call it. But it does a multitude of different features, and it's a pretty awesome addition that we finally now have on the Chevrolet trucks that we used to only have on the GMCs, which we call the Multi-Pro, right? Heading back here, you are gonna have the spray and box liner. Along with the spray and box liner, you have that awesome High Country logo emblazoned in the back. You're also going to get the LED lighting back here, of course, on either side. Nice, lots of room back here. Actually, this 5'8" box has more overall cargo volume than most of our competitors. Over 6.5 foot box, or 6.5 foot boxes, pardon me. So a lot of cargo capacity back here. You have a nice charge port back here. This will actually power something up as opposed to just charging something, so you can run spotlights off there, margarita mixer, whatever the heck you want to do. All right, tons of cameras in this as well. So if we want to talk safety features, you have a lot of options as far as that's concerned. You have this, obviously the rear vision camera right here. This is actually a light, by the way. This is a pin light that lights right down here. Sorry, I don't know, my camera didn't want to cooperate. Right down here on your hitch, all right? Not to mention, you have a couple of cameras up here. You don't know what these cameras are for. The one camera is actually for the rear view camera mirror, which we'll talk about once we get inside the truck. The other is the bed view camera, so you can actually see right in the back of the bed with the with that camera view. All right. You also have camera views underneath each of the mirrors, which is going to give you the surround vision camera, surround vision view, that overhead view you have. Not to mention you have the camera out front, camera up there. So you have cameras all over this. Tons of safety features that are available on this, which all work also in conjunction. The safety features, aside from the camera views, pardon me, work in conjunction with what they call the safety alert seat. That seat actually vibrates in there as opposed to having, beeping sounds. That goes in with a lot of things. One of the new things we actually have as of 2019 is the side blind zone alert. We never actually had these in the trucks before. Now you have the side blind zone alert here as well. And also the cameras, as long as radar works obviously with the adaptive cruise control as well. You know, the other cool things I like is right here. This is actually an LED spotlight. So you can hit a button in the inside and it'll actually shine light forward, in front of the truck there. Now you do have to be, it does have to be in park. Okay. So you can't be doing it when you're driving along, especially with the bright LED headlights that this has and the fog lights that this has. But again, another really cool feature though, is this spotlight out here. Right. So you have the lights that go at the front, you have a light off the back, you have lights in the back. A lot of lighting in this, and of course the awesome LED lights up front. I just want to stop this for a second and ask a quick question, and that is, if you have any questions, if there's videos that you want to see or things you want me to show you when I'm doing a walk around, please comment below. I've been kind of doing these pretty much the same for the last while, and I don't want to be missing something that some of you want to see. And I know one of the things I've been going to ask lately is the startup. They want to hear it run. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to hear this Duramax Diesel 3-liter startup. All right, so here is the key fob we're going to remote start with. By the way, it does have the power button for the actual tailgate as well, but it doesn't go up. It's a heavier tailgate when you have the multi-flex, tailgate there. All right, so let's talk about how this vehicle sounds. And if I can tell you, this does not sound like a 3/4 ton truck. It is not a loud truck. We almost call it a whisper diesel. But here's how it sounds when you start it. Do you see what I mean? You can't even hear this thing. It's barely purring, which is another awesome feature, another awesome thing about how well designed this Duramax diesel is. And just for reference, let's go towards the hood. I'm right at the hood here. That is as loud as it gets. This is enough wind noise for me. Let's head inside and show you some of the other amazing features you're getting with the High Country. All right, so tons of room in the back seat of the crew cab. I'm a taller individual and I can easily sit back here even when there's somebody taller sitting in front. One of the things I liked that they came out with in 2019 that you're gonna get with the High Country in this high trim is the heated rear seats. See that there? You also get some USB-C ports, some charge ports back there. Obviously, the leather continues on through the back. I shouldn't say continue on. I haven't showed you the front yet, but when we get to the front, you'll see that. Of course, it's leather throughout, not a fake leather or anything in the back seat. You have the armrest here with the cup holders. And another really cool thing I like right here are the storage areas behind either the seats, just to keep things nice and out of the way. These seats will also flip up, obviously, here, as you can see. And they're actually, and this is kind of in the way here, but you can see there's some storage, I guess, down there so things don't roll around in the back seat. But next, let's head to the front because that's the cockpit where the magic happens. All right, so here we are inside, and as you can see, remember I mentioned when I was out on the outside of the truck, talking about that front grille, that bronze finish, you're also gonna have that, as you can see, here in the inside, along the steering wheel there, on the outside of the radio, and then the rest of the truck, you're gonna have, you know, this kind of wood grain finish there along the doors, and then also right down here on the side of the console. Let's start it up here so you can see some other, some other things about this. One of the things that makes this truck different from and let's turn the fan off and let's turn the radio down. One of the things that makes this different from the other Silverados, every other Silverado in the lineup, doesn't matter if it's an RST, a Trail Boss, an LTZ, any of that kind of stuff. Turn that radio down. Is that right here? You're getting more of a digital display. Let me see if I can actually get in a little bit closer there. That digital display right there. So normally that's all analog across there, but it's digital here. And then you have your analogs on the outside, and then of course your digital display there in the middle. Digital display in the middle comes on all the higher end trucks, but the digital above top is something different. I don't know if you can also see just off here as well. So here my hand is down here. That is what they call the heads up display. And you probably can't see it right now. We'll try. Oh, you might see it flickering there a little bit. It's blurry right now. But that right there will project the speed right up on the windshield and also some different information up there as well, on the truck. And it's actually very intuitive. It feels like it's like a fighter pilot kind of thing, where you can look right ahead of you. You're not even ever really needing to look down at the speedo there. And it's actually surprisingly not distracting. I can be honest with you and say I really enjoy using it. It doesn't take much to adapt to using it either. Over here, you're going to see you do have the memory seats. So you have the memory seats there. The memory seats also work with the mirror on the outside as well. All right. Bose stereo system in this one. You're going to have obviously the heated steering wheel over here. Cruise controls here. These are the controls for that screen there in front of us. You have your 4 high, 4 low, 2 high auto. So that's the auto track 4-wheel drive system, the trailer mode. So when I turn it here, it'll come up with the tow haul mode, pardon me. You have your fog light button there. This light looks like let me see if I can zoom into that a little bit more. It looks like a jellyfish being on the back. That's actually the light that lights up the back, light off the tailgate, which I told you about, as well as that light above on your third right brake light, pardon me, and then also the lights in the back of the truck as well, in the back of the box, okay? And I'm stumbling over my words today, sorry folks. This, by the way, is that light that I was showing you outside on the rear view mirrors. You can hit that light, and that rear view mirror light will come on. Right here is it basically just dims and brightens the screens for you. You can still actually manually shift this, so all 10 speeds can be done kind of manually without a clutch right here, so you can select up or down through the 10 speeds. 8-inch color touchscreen, but it does now have, well, it has had Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's now wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which I like because all you have to do now is throw your phone right down here. It'll be charging because it's a wireless charge port right here, and you'll still have access to your wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I turned the fan off, but when the fan is on, you can see you have separate climate control for the driver and passenger right there. All right, I'm going to turn that back off. Heated seats, all right, but also the ventilated, the cooled seats, obviously. Lane keep assist, rear park assist. By the way, this button here, because this is equipped with the auto stop start technology where the motor will actually shut off. I don't know if you can see that there, or if you did see that on the gauge right there. Oh man, another way, it says auto stop. you can shut that off. So for those of you, for whatever reason, who don't like that auto stop start, you can shut it off. But keep in mind, every time you get out of the vehicle and get back in, you have to shut it off again. That's just the button for obviously for the rear tailgate. You have hill descent control. That's the power button right there, or the button to send the power to that plug-in that I'm showing you in the back of the tailgate. All right. It does have, equipped with the trailer equipment, you have the also it has the trailer brake controller in here as well, which works really awesome with the safety features of the truck, like the anti-sway trailer sway control. Pardon me. Not to mention, or what I did mention outside, there we have it, the rear view camera mirror. So this is a full-time HD streaming mirror that's right up here, and you can adjust the brightness of it. You can adjust how far in or out you're zoomed in or out, pardon me. And you can also adjust the height of it here as well. All right, so an awesome feature. For those of you who don't like it, or for the first little while are you getting used to it, you want to flip it off, you can do so right there, and it just goes back to a regular mirror. So you have your rear camera, HD mirror, or you have your regular mirror, all right? And of course, we have the sunroof in this, obviously. I didn't get to show you the leather because I just kind of hopped in front here, but there is the leather seat with the High Country emblazoned in the seat, which I really like, and a little bit different kind of trim to it here. And obviously this is the black interior, right? Well, there you have it, my look at the 2021 Chevrolet Silverado 3-liter Duramax in the half-ton, an amazing truck. And speaking of trucks, by the way, I do lots of other videos on trucks, so please, if you get a chance, have a look at one of those. I do some competitive videos, and I do some GMC Sierra videos, but I also don't just do trucks. I do cars, I do Buicks, I do Cadillacs, anything General Motors related, I try and do videos on. And if there isn't one I've done, and you would like to see one on, please let me know as well. But as always, I want to thank you all for watching. Take care.